Dieketseng Lydia Majela, a minister stationed here at Lombardy East Methodist Church. Fairly new, it's been like 5 months together with the Lombardy East Methodist Church community. Challenged, but at the same time excited. We are together collectively learning about this God, growing together and reviving the Church of Christ. In one of the things that we have committed ourselves to do is to center Christ in his church. In order for us to do that, we have committed to be guided by the 3 pillars, which will be a spirit-led church, spirit-filled church, missional church, and prayerful church. But we've come to realize that in order to do that, that cannot only happen through preaching, but then we need to somehow make time for teaching. Hence the teaching through conversation, which will be launched tomorrow on Wednesday, the 8th of May 2024 at 6 p.m. and we are excited. So please come with your questions, come with your remarks, come with your suggestions in terms of what you want to learn. And why teaching through conversation, or why teaching? Teaching for me is different to preaching in a sense that it imparts knowledge. It gives us the opportunity as well to engage or to have a dialogue, to have a conversation and explore concepts and explain concepts which we often are unable to explore behind the pulpit. Hence, with the preaching, you inspire, you motivate people to a certain direction of growing spiritually in their faith and deepening their faith. But then with preaching, it's deepening and the people's understanding and imparting knowledge and making sure that people live with a certain skill and they get transformed and empowered. So that is the reason for teaching through conversation, basically, which will start tomorrow. There will be conversations, different conversations or different topics such as spiritual disciplines, doctrinal matters, relationships, contemporary issues that we face as the society or even as the church or even globally or nationally. So those are some of the topics that we will ask why the need for teaching when we are already doing so much in preaching. It's one of the things, or one of the gaps rather, that I have identified, especially in our spaces generally, that we deny ourselves the opportunity to learn from one another, and that can only happen through teaching, as preaching is often directed in one direction or from one perspective, whereas with teaching we get to facilitate learning and empower people, and people get to be developed personally, therefore contributing positively towards the society, even our own church or communities. So that is basically the reason that we are embarking on this teaching through conversation, which will help us to grow in our faith, in our moral values, and in our way of living. Oh, this is what informed our soup kitchen title, Taking Christ into the Community, and we said taking Christ into the streets. So this is Lombardy East Methodist Church, a home that have been entrusted under my care to lead this community spiritually, a place which is welcoming for all, everyone who gets to walk through these doors get to be accepted for who they are, despite of their background, circumstances, race, or even social status. A place that is small, an intimate community, loving, yet so compassionate. And that compassion is seen on every Thursday, where we get to serve the community of Lombardy East over a warm meal served by women of this church. A community where love is not only a feeling or a sentiment, but a guiding principle in our actions, in our decisions, in the way we do things, and it unifies who we are. It gets to actually tell a story of the Lombardy East community. The Garden of Memorial is one of those sacred spaces within our church grounds, as it offers a serene environment for us as individuals to reflect, pray, and find solace in the memories of our loved ones, while also seeking a deep spiritual connection with our Savior.